Welcome. This is a video on the tactic of counterattacking. This is a very appropriate video discussion right now because of the modern tactics of the game. So many teams are delaying their pressure back into their own half and counterattacking, and teams are devising schemes to counter the counterattack. But these are some clips on some attacking counterattack principles. So let's see what we have. First, take a look at some successful counterattacks, but it's important to define here the difference between counterattack and direct play. Counterattack is more a topic that's paired with a defending scheme of delaying a pressure back into the midfield third or defending third, and then attacking out of that defensive stance, because the opponent has opened up wide and high and left themselves vulnerable in behind themselves. So we'll take a look at this one clip. Here, Germany has the ball. The United States gains it, makes several passes, and then makes this very long direct pass into the box. And this is really an example of direct play as opposed to counterattacking, because the United States, when they won the ball, weren't really sitting in and countering out of that. They were really just playing a long direct pass during their possession. Here's an example of a counterattack. Here the United States was back into their own half defending. You'll see here it's obvious that they only have really one player left up high. So this is an example of how a team sets themselves up for their counterattack by defending in their own half and countering. And just the presence of this personality player, who is very dangerous in the counter, a strong, mobile, active type forward, is able to cause the defending team to foul her. Whether that foul was actually a foul may be debatable, because it looks like she threw herself into the defender's path. But regardless, successful counterattacks often end up in restarts because of the stress that it places on the opposing team. There are optimum times in the game to counterattack. Here, Germany is back in their own half defending. The United States has possession, plays a square pass, and when square passes are intercepted, just by playing one forward pass, it puts 1, 2, 3, almost 4, 5 players out of the game all at once. And look at the characteristics of the players. Here for the United States is a holding midfielder type player, Shannon Box, and the German player pretty much runs away from her. And obviously Germany decides that they can counter against a team like that likes to keep possession, that has maybe some players with some limited speed issues. So that is a good time to counter, although the United States does well to get back and defend, just concede a long shot from outside the box. Here's another time to start a counterattack when save is made by the goalkeeper. Obviously, the United States has been pressing forward in such a way that they get a chance on goal. So she quickly comes to her line, starts the counterattack. And we know that they're pretty much successful because although that pass was a little behind the attacker, look how quickly they get players facing forward with the ball at their feet. Again, playing quickly, facing forward. There's a time the counterattack almost ends up being a successful counter. Though again, the United States does a good job of dropping and delaying. But of course, a steady barrage of that really opens up a defense. It makes them fatigued over time and is very difficult to play against. Here again is a great time to counterattack when possession is won in the midfield third, especially when it's central It gives lots of opportunities to counterattack, because here the whole field is open to them. They can go wide to the right, wide to the left if they have a player running there. They can just dribble forward centrally. Of course, the whole field is open to them. Have to foul because they're under so much stress, and this player gets a yellow card. Good counterattack by the Germans. Here the United States has dropped into their midfield third. They win possession by a bad pass by the Germans. This is a great place to counterattack. Germany had stable position. They had committed players forward. Look at the gaps that have opened up in their defense. Now is the time to go right at them and counter. Especially when they have players with these characteristics. They're fast players up top. They like to go at people. Their personality is such where they like to attack tirelessly throughout the game. Great opportunity to counterattack. Almost results in a goal. Again, the mentality of the attacking players that like taking on defenders is essential if you're going to play in this tactic. Again, here's a picture of the United States winning the ball in midfield. The one winning of the tackle and the pass sort of forward on the tackle gets behind a lot of defenders quickly and allows them to attack. He uses that run by not using him. Didn't make the pass. The defender have been cleared out. Again, here's another possession, one in midfield. Get the ball. Someone facing forward. Runs, try to in behind. Not sure about the run right on top of the attacker there. Perhaps that central run could have been bent out wider, but nonetheless it ends up with a good shot on goal. A good save by the opposing goalkeeper. Here's position one in the back third. This is a common tactic to drop back all the way into the defending third, which totally exposes the other team in behind on their half. So if we can perhaps double team this ball, win it. Pass a little behind the delay, but I like these runs up top. They are wider runs, which pulls defenders out of vital spaces. And again, these are great runs because this player can dribble forward, causing defenders to make a decision. Do I drop and stop the dribble, or do I go with the run? So this is a predicament for the red players. Again, the good wider run opens up gaps in the red defense. Passes in behind them, almost ends up with a shot on goal. Again, here's possession one in the back third. Play a ball in behind, forces a bad back pass, and a little tug on the jersey, resulting in a red card to